It's the top of the hour. This is Weather Center Live. I'm meteorologist Chris Warren.
And I'm meteorologist Liana Brackett. Deadly and destructive mudslides across California. This as heavy rain continues to soak burn-scarred areas of the state. In Montecito, aerial video showing the massive mud flow stretching across Highway 101. You're looking at the shot right now. You can kind of see the mud surging over the highway right there. It's very, very sad to see such a beautiful place being devastated by something like this, and just so soon after the new year. Here's what we know this hour. 6 people have died in the flooding and mudslides in California. First responders are going through the communities hit hard by the mudslides, searching for missing people. A 14-year-old girl was pulled from a house that was swept up in the mudslides. And at Los Angeles International Airport, flooding in Terminal 2. Arriving passengers are being sent to Bradley International Terminal. So let's go ahead and get a snapshot of what's to come and what it's looking like outside for California with Chris right now.
And right now, a look at Southern California. And just looking at this map, you see the spin in the atmosphere, the way the radar is doing this counterclockwise swirl. And this is bad news because the orientation of the mountains in Ventura and Santa Barbara counties, where there is a flash flood warning currently in effect until 2:45 local time. This is also the area where we've been devastated by wildfire, by that massive wildfire over the past several weeks. The problem with the orientation, you see how this circles around and then comes up. When you're getting that perpendicular flow, so the flow going right in, essentially just teeing up into the mountains, you end up getting enhanced rainfall because of that extra lift from the air going up the mountains. And right in through here is where we're seeing that closer look at that flash flood warning for parts of Santa Barbara and Ventura counties. And you talk about the totals, and you can see the mountains there. In fact, some of the highest totals in the darker green, big areas here in 2 to 3 inch range, some even more than that. And look at this. You see how it goes? Kind of in an east to west. That's in direct orientation with the way the mountains are going here, and also outside of Glendora as well. Some of the heavier rainfall also associated with some of the higher terrain. This is the beginning with what is going to be a cross-country storm, a winter storm. Hunter, let's go right now to the lab with a closer look at what's next for this storm with Dr. Erica Navarro.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. A very active and busy week here as we've got multiple storms to talk about. This next winter storm could pose a significant long-term threat to many people across the U.S., in particular with snowfall as well as ice. We're watching this big dip in the jet stream that's projected to move across the U.S. as we head towards the end of the week. There are 2 different disturbances embedded within that trough. One here a little bit farther to the north, and then a second one that's going to be swinging through the southeast here on Friday night into Saturday. Both of these waves will produce potentially moderate to heavy snowfall across portions of the U.S. as we head into tomorrow and then eventually off into the northeast this weekend. So with this setup, we're going to have plenty of cold air that's going to be drawn down from Canada. We'll also have that moisture being tapped into from the Gulf of Mexico, which is going to swing around that right side of that low pressure system. So now this is confident. We know that the cold air and the moisture is going to be there. However, where this storm exactly tracks here as we head into the weekend is still sort of up for grabs in the models right now. They're not really agreeing on the track of that system. So there will be a significant heavy band of snowfall from the Ohio Valley into the northeast. It's just a matter of where exactly that sets up as we head into the weekend. Here's what we're looking at for the northern plains and the Midwest. Potentially a narrow band of 5 to 8 inches or higher here across Iowa and Minnesota. Again, exactly where this sets up, of course, there could be a 30 to 50 mile difference at least with this. 1 to 3 inches likely of snowfall, but here we're also talking about a potential for a significant ice threat across portions of the upper Mississippi Valley here, the very western part of Kentucky as well as Tennessee. There is a chance that we could see significant accumulations of ice with this system because we will have that cold surface and that warmer air that sneaks right in up atop. So, Liana, we're setting up here for a freezing rain event that could persist for some time.
Yeah, thanks so much, Dr. Navarro. And Dr. Navarro did just show us a look at where we can expect all that snow. Duluth, Minnesota included in that mix. Tomorrow into Thursday, this is at what you can expect. You start off with rain, but it's very cold rain. And again, if those temperatures drop just below freezing, you can see that start of snow picking up a little bit earlier in the evening. Now it continues all the way through the afternoon hours. And notice we do have the signal for some blowing wind possible. So it will be very breezy as Winter Storm Hunter moves through the area. As we start off with Minneapolis, Wednesday night, this is the timing for Winter Storm Hunter. Wednesday night into Thursday, you can expect 3 to 5 inches to come during that period. The temperatures will be falling down into the teens. And again, that wind will be a problem. 15 to 25 mile per hour winds are expected with this storm. So that's what you can expect. We're going to go ahead and time it out for Minneapolis right now and take a look at what it looks like. You start off with rain by 9 p.m. Central Time, but look at what's out west. So starting out St. Cloud, you're starting to see that first signs of wintry precipitation. It starts inching towards you, Minneapolis, but by midnight, and it does push through the area by 3:30 a.m. You'll see some snow, not just some, we're talking several inches before it's out of your hair by 4 p.m. Central Time. So this is what you can expect in Minneapolis. As far as the totals, here's what you can expect. 3 to 4 inches right in the city center, closer to 2 to 3, closer to St. Cloud, but further east, look at this. Along a long stretch of I-94 right here, Hastings, you're getting close to almost 6 to 7 inches of snow. Stay with us. After your local on the 8th, we head back to California with a look at how the massive fires last month are adding to the dangerous and deadly conditions for the massive rainfall in the state this week.